What's going on, guys? It's Asal, and I'm here to talk to you today about some big changes that are coming to Season 2 in Overwatch, as there are some things currently that a lot of people, myself included, really aren't a fan of. The first change is that the ranking system is being redone, so instead of a 1 to 100 system, it will soon be 1 to 5,000, so that way you'll be moving up and down in whole numbers, which will kind of alleviate that confusion of being in this weird limbo, moving up like an eighth or a quarter, kind of wondering where you stand between the two. So hopefully that'll be a lot more clear as to where you stand in regards to other players. And the skill ratings themselves are actually being divided into tiers similar to StarCraft 2. There'll be 7 tiers such as bronze, gold, silver, that kind of thing. If you've played StarCraft 2, you'll know what I'm talking about. Now, the way these work is that once you're placed into a tier and you will stay there. You can move up and actually move up to the next tier, but you won't be able to go down. Now, the reason for this is so that you have a better idea as to where you stand, and your numerical rank isn't the only thing that defines you. Essentially, you'll have 2 ranks. You'll have your numerical rank, which will kind of judge you on a day-to-day basis, and then you have that tier, which is more of an overall judgment of your skill, and it's kind of just more satisfying to play games because you don't have to worry so much about losing. Sure, your skill will go down, but your tier won't go down, so it's kind of, okay, today I'm not doing so well, but you don't have to worry about losing that tier because that's generally how people will judge you. They'll say, okay, you're a gold player, okay, cool, come play with me. It won't be like, oh, you're only a 100 or 1,972. It'll be more based on that general tier, which is much better in my opinion and a lot less stressful as a player. Sudden death is also being removed, and also the coin toss with it, because I absolutely hated the coin toss. Even if I won in sudden death, I absolutely hated it. It just didn't feel fair, and it just felt so bad for the other team because I know how it feels to be the losing team in sudden death. So instead, you will actually be able to have a tie in Overwatch. Now, the reason for this is because, like I said, sudden death really sucks, so instead, we'll be able to have a tie situation in which both teams will benefit. Now, ties will also be less prevalent as the time bank system, which is used in assault maps currently, is coming to hybrid and payload maps, so you won't have these ties as often, which I think is a very good thing, and overall the time bank system works a lot better because, for example, on an assault map, you could roll the team in like a minute and the other team could do it in like the whole time, and at the end of it you would be on a level playing field, which really just didn't feel very fair. So I'm pretty stoked that they're adding the time bank system to all game modes. Another fun little change, competitive points are all being multiplied by 10, so you get 10 times as many for winning, weapons cost 10 times more, and the current amount you have will be multiplied by 10. Now, I think the reason for this is so that if you are in a tie or a draw, you will still get some competitive points for your time. There are also some restrictions being added to matchmaking, such as who you can queue with, because previously you could queue with pretty much anyone, but now you must be within 500 skill points of each other to be on the same team, which kind of sucks if you have really good friends and you're not very good, but at the same time, I think it's really good because it can lead to some really unfair matches. So thumbs up on this one, Blizzard, good job. And if you make your way to the top 3 ranks, either Diamond Master or Grandmaster, your rank will be subject to skill rating decay. Now, so if you don't play for a week, you'll start to lose a few points every day. Now, the reason for this is because the team at Blizzard really wants you to earn those spots, and if you're in like the top 500, you shouldn't be able to just stay there if you never play the game. You need to keep playing to earn that spot. Now, they're not making it really hardcore. You just have to play pretty much once a week to maintain your spot, because I think that's pretty fair, because if someone is playing a lot and they want to get to the top of the leaderboard, but they can't because someone is just stuck there, it could be a little bit frustrating. And finally, if you want to break into the top 500 leaderboards, you must have played at least 50 competitive matches. So this kind of ensures that people, they're legit, they've actually earned it. They haven't just got lucky and somehow won a bunch of games against certain players to get there. You have to actually put in the time to get there, which I think is really good, because it could lead to some really confusing times initially. Like if you're the first person to play, you could get in the top 500, and it just gets messy. So overall, I think this is another great change. So if I could sum up pretty much all of my complaints about Overwatch and the competitive game mode, this list pretty much addresses all of them, and I am really impressed. I was not expecting all of this to be dealt with so quickly, and overall, I'm just I'm happy. I don't know other word for it. This is really great because so often you play a game and the ranking system is just not good. There's something you don't like. Maybe you stop playing the game. But this is getting addressed in such a timely manner. I am very impressed. So Blizzard, I've said it a few times this video, but awesome job on this potential update. Click that like button if you're stoked to see the end of sudden death forever, because I certainly am. And if you want to see more Overwatch content and you're not already subscribed to my channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button. Now everybody, this has been Asal. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time.